Close your eyes and imagine a place where history echoes through the street and the past meets with the present. Open your eyes and join me as I guide you through this video, and I'm going to show you some of the charm and hidden treasures and opportunities that are in Frisco. I'm going to mix a little bit of the past with the present. So sit back, grab your cup of coffee, because here we go. Did you know that Frisco, Texas was once such a small farming town with only a few hundred residents, and now look how much it's grown. So the Frisco settlers got here in about the 1800s, and then it was just a small farming agricultural town. And Frisco was named after the St. Louis-San Francisco Railway. The railway brought just a lot of growth to Frisco, and so it brought a lot of people here and a lot of businesses. So in the late 1800s, Frisco became a really popular spot on the Shawnee Trail. That was a cattle drive route that went from Texas all the way to Missouri. So Frisco was just a central place where the cowboys could stop, they could rest, and then just replenish their supplies for the route. And today in Frisco Commons Park, they have a monument that just pays tribute to the Shawnee Trail. They have these huge bronze statues that are of cowboys and longhorn cattle, and it just really kind of talks about the cattle drive and all that. It is so interesting when you're walking around that park, because on the steps, they'll have little quotes and things that you can look at. It is very, very interesting. So if you come to Frisco, make sure you go to Frisco Commons Park so that you can get a little bit of that history for Frisco. It'll help give you a little bit of history so that you can know more about Frisco. And the first railroad tracks were laid in Frisco in about 1902, and that made it a great shipping point for farmers. And that just really helped Frisco begin to grow. And in 1913, there was a really bad fire, and it just really destroyed all of downtown Frisco. And when they rebuilt it, they did it with, bricks and pavers and everything, just paying a tribute to the history of Frisco. And today, Frisco is one of the fastest growing communities in the United States. In the 60s, the population was under 5,000, and now today, the population is over 200,000. We have some of the best schools in Texas. We've got a lot of major sports teams and just a wide variety of cultural and recreational activities too. So even though Frisco is growing, Frisco has still tried to maintain a little bit of its history and heritage. You'll see that at the Frisco Heritage Museum. It's downtown, and you can see the original Frisco Railway Depot that has been restored. And the museum just really gives you a little glimpse into the history of Frisco. And I'm going to talk more about that later, so make sure you stay tuned. Another interesting fact is that Frisco was actually named Preston Ridge originally in the 1800s. And Preston Ridge just played a huge part in the development of Frisco. He was a surveyor, and he had a huge part in laying out the railways for the St. Louis-San Francisco Railway. So his contributions to the railway and just to Frisco in general just made him a really prominent figure here. And when you go around Frisco, you're going to see so many areas that are named Preston Ridge. You're going to see neighborhoods and things like that. So you still got that history there, goes back dates to him. So Frisco has a lot of attractions and activities that really make it a popular spot for people to come visit and then eventually move here. One of those things is Frisco Square. It is the coolest place in downtown Frisco. It's a walkable area, and it kind of serves as the heart of Frisco. So you've got brick paved streets, you have little chic boutiques, and you have a lot of restaurants down there. And you even have apartments to live in down there. It's kind of cool because you can live in an apartment, and then downstairs they'll have like a coffee shop or a little, restaurant or something. So it's really cool, especially if you're younger and you're really into that, and then you can walk around and go to different places in downtown because it's definitely a walkable community right there. I think it just kind of blends a little bit of the charm of a small town with modern amenities. They have a lot of community events there throughout the year. They have festivals and concerts, and then they have outdoor movie nights. You'll see farmers markets on the weekends. So it's just kind of a lively place. So whether you just want to take a walk around and just kind of take an easy stroll, or if you want to go in some of the little shops or the restaurants, there's a ton of things for you to do down in the square. And another attraction that brings a lot of people to Frisco and is very unique to Frisco is the Star. So that's where Dallas has their training center. You can go there and you can watch them when they're practicing. And doesn't everybody love the Dallas Cowboys? You can just watch them while they're training and going through their drills and everything. So it's kind of fascinating to go down there and watch that. They also have an indoor stadium, and the high schools play their games there now, and they have concerts there and just other community events. So if you go to the Star, it just kind of gives you an opportunity to see history and everything about the Cowboys and just be around all that energy when you're watching the Cowboys. The next thing is the National Videogame Museum here in Frisco. So if you're a gaming enthusiast, you are going to love it. They have all the controls, old-time controls. They have things like Atari. Do any of y'all know what Atari is? I remember when Atari came out, it was the coolest thing, and you could play so many games on it, and it was awesome because we didn't have anything like that before. So you've also had history of Nintendo at the Gaming Museum, and you've got Sega there as well. So they just kind of show you the development of the video gaming and the art that goes along with it. They have classic arcade games, they've got virtual reality things you can do there, and you can even do multiplayer games there as well. So you can just really get immersed in the gaming there and just the nostalgia of it, and then see how the past of the video games has influenced the present video games. Okay, now I told y'all we'd come back to this, the Frisco Heritage Museum. If you haven't been there yet, you really need to go. It is a fascinating place to go. They have historical artifacts there. They have cameras that are from a long time ago. They have old photographs there. They even have hands-on experiences that you can do there. They've got the depot there that they have meticulously restored, and it's very fascinating to look at. They have documents there that talk about Frisco's agricultural history and just the development of it. It talks about how the oil impacted the area as well, and then just how the railroad just really helped shape Frisco's history. I hope this video about Frisco's unique history really inspired you and made you a little bit curious about Frisco and the endless opportunities available in Frisco. So reach out to me and I can help guide you through the process of finding your dream home here in Frisco. Thanks so much for watching my video, and if you haven't already done so, can you do me a favor? Hit that subscribe button and click that bell and you get notified every single time I post a new video, and I post new videos every single week. See you next time.